of wealth creation. In Vedagamic tradition, we have two dimensions of the wealth creation: Shankanidhi, Padmanidhi. Shankanidhi means conquered wealth, conquered from the natural sources. Padmanidhi means flowered wealth, like a lotus, created. Padmanidhi is made to flower from the natural sources.
In Vedic tradition, there are two major gods representing wealth, Kubera and Lakshmi. Kubera holds wealth and sits on wealth. Example, treasury, stock market. And Kubera enjoys the subtle power that holding the wealth can bring. Lakshmi represents the wealth that is flowing, circulating current. Lakshmi uses wealth to enrich herself and the world. Lakshmi creates wealth effortlessly and uses it freely. And distributes it unconditionally.
Now let us look at the wealth creation the Hindu way. Life can be equated to two things. One, ability to achieve what you want in the inner world and in the outer world. Two, just getting stuck in both the inner world and the outer world. Now, some of you may have a question. Is it possible that I can get stuck in the outer world but not stuck in the inner world? Or is it possible that I'm very successful in the outer world but I'm not very successful in the inner world? No. There can only be two options. Either you are successful in the outer world and in the inner world, or you are stuck in the inner world and in the outer world. What you hold inside manifests outside. What manifests outside is a reflection of what you hold inside of you. These are the only two equations of life.
Everybody wants wealth, but they do not increase the life in them to the level they want it. So wealth can be equated to the life energy you express. It is a straight equation because as of now, a normal man has wealth as the first priority in life. So if you do not have wealth, don't blame anybody. You are not expressing life in you. Life energy is not happening in you.
However, don't worry. Here, listening to this session, you are here so that you can manifest wealth, abundance, and prosperity in your life with the blessings of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. So even though life energy may not be flowing in you, you have that much of life energy flowing in you to bring you and make you sit on this day, on the 13th of April, for this session. Wherever you are in this world, whether it is 12th April evening or 13th April morning, wherever you are in whichever part of the world, you have that life energy in you, which has brought you here to sit and attend this program, either on Zoom or Facebook or YouTube. So you are aligned to the goal of creating wealth. In the Vedic tradition, in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, creating wealth is an intrinsic part of life. Krishna says very beautifully in the Gita, Gahano Karmano Gatihi. The universe by its very nature works, and works. If you see Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, this is all you will say. Swamiji works and works and works and works. Being around Swamiji for more than 12 years, I can say I've seen Swamiji in such close quarters in 12 years. There is only one word to describe the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Swamiji works and works and works and works. So if you have at least the goal of creating wealth, you will be creative. Something will be driving you. Your energy will be channeled properly. The first priority in life should be, until that happens, the second.
Should you create wealth? Creating wealth makes you non-violent because your whole energy becomes creative. Creating wealth brings tremendous interest in life and non-violence.
What is wealth? Many of us have a wrong understanding about wealth. We think wealth means our bank balance, the number of houses we have, the number of cars we have, the number of jewelry, the amount of jewelry we have. But all that is just not wealth. Wealth is not an object or a thing to be achieved. Wealth is an extension of you. What does it mean? Wealth is an extension of you. If in your inner world you feel so rich, so abundant, so joyful, you create what wealth you want. Or even if you inherit billions of dollars, if you inside you feel so much of lack, so much of poverty, so much of feeling like I'm not good enough, I'm not successful, you feel something is lacking in you constantly. Even though you may have $1 billion, you will feel something is lacking in the dimension of wealth. Let us just take a look at Swamiji. Single-handedly, as an avatar, Swamiji did not. Currently, Swamiji is the king of 19 kingdoms. But when Swamiji started the mission, he did not inherit any kingdom. He started the mission from scratch. As a lone man, Swamiji started Kailasa. Tomorrow, actually, we are celebrating the anniversary of Kailasa on the 14th of April 2001 in a small hut. That is how Swamiji started. But the inner space of abundance and richness, even in 2001, we have recorded sharings of devotees who have been around Swamiji. In 2001, Swamiji uttered, we are going to create a Hindu nation. We will have our own nation and our own currency. Without having a currency for the next meal, a place to sleep for the next night, Swamiji had announced that we will be creating a Hindu nation way back in the year 2001. So wealth is an extension of you. Today, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has created Kailasas in more than 150 countries in the world, billions of followers, and creating Kailasas, establishments in literally every city, every country on the planet Earth today. Single-handedly, Swamiji started this mission without a single penny in his hand. Without a single penny in his hand, hardly living with 2 pairs of clothes. But the inner space of Swamiji was just showering with abundance and prosperity and richness. Today, all the wealth that has manifested as Kailasa manifested from that inner space of the Supreme Pontiff. So wealth is an extension of you. If you feel rich inside, you will manifest richness outside. If you feel lack, poverty inside, even if you have billions of dollars, you will feel like you are a beggar. So anything that adds to you is wealth. The quality of health you enjoy, the state of your relationships, the fulfillment that you experience in your career, your mental state, your sense of inner fulfillment. All these are measures of success with which you have created wealth in your life.
So wealth is not even just money or currency. Many of us believe that. So money is one kind of wealth. And currency is one wealth. The assets are one wealth. And being alive, active, is one wealth. So all the 4 put together is wealth, money, currency, assets, being active. Wealth is a utility. Wealth is neither bad nor good. It is just a utility.
This is one thing the Supreme Pontiff always says. Whenever Swamiji wants to start a project, right? It can be sometimes millions of dollars, or it can be a project like Kailasa, which is billions of dollars of project. Swamiji says, whenever I announce and I want something, money just simply manifests. Somebody offers, somebody donates, somebody understands the contribution of Swamiji to humanity. Somehow the money flows in. There is never a lack of it in Kailasa, just because of the wealth consciousness that Swamiji radiates. So the wealth consciousness means a clear decision to break out of the myths and mental patterns that impoverish us and draws us again and again into the poverty cycle. We'll be sharing more about what are mental patterns in the upcoming slides.
Wealth consciousness means making a clear decision to break out the myths and mental patterns that impoverish us and draw us again and again into the poverty cycle. Making money only, making money is bad. Making money is not coming from trees. It is not, dropping from the trees. Money is hard to earn. so many cognition that we carry against the wealth consciousness. Breaking these patterns, breaking these cognition that we carry about wealth, breaking that is wealth consciousness.
Next, one of the most important cognition that we need to understand to manifest wealth. You don't manifest what you desire, you manifest what you believe. You don't manifest your desire, you manifest your cognition, you manifest your beliefs, you manifest your perceptions. Just remember this. Just Swamiji, even just on yesterday's satsang, he said, go back 10 years and see what you believed 10 years back is what you have manifested in life today. If today the life that you are living is really the manifestation of the beliefs that you had 2 years back, 5 years back, 10 years back, is manifested as life today. Now today, start believing what is it that you want to manifest. If you want to become a billionaire or a millionaire, believe that it is possible for you. Change your cognition to believe that it is possible for you, and you will see it just simply manifest as reality in your life.
Many of us say, I really desire wealth. But deep down, they believe wealthy people are arrogant people, bad people. They do a lot of wrong things. They cheated someone, that's why they got that kind of money. If you believe wealthy people are arrogant and they cheated someone, bad, wrong, they do many wrong things, they exploit others. If you have that belief system in a space, then how are you going to manifest wealth in your life?
Now let us understand what are mental patterns. Your perception, your belief is the material out of which your reality is made. If you desire wealth, what you believe, perceive, cognize. If you desire wealth, but you believe, perceive, cognize, wealthy people are bad, or wealth is too much responsibility, naturally, you will not manifest wealth in your life. The gap between your desire and your perception is what is called as mental pattern. You believe you really want to manifest wealth, but your desire is you really want to manifest wealth, but your belief is wealthy people are bad. This gap is what is called as mental pattern. So in today's program, we are going to share with you the techniques which you can use to complete this gap, to reduce this gap, and to eliminate this gap, so that what you desire is what you believe.
Now, to understand what kind of belief system that we have, let us look at all the beliefs that we carry about wealth.
The first common belief that we have are wealthy people are arrogant, bad people. You carry deep resistance to wealth, leading to number one, you will never be able to accumulate wealth if you have this belief. Two, even if you accumulate, you will carry a guilt. Oh, am I a bad person? Am I being arrogant?
The truth is, arrogance does not come by wealth. Arrogant people will be arrogant, whether they have wealth or not. Arrogant means behaving as if you are more important than or know more than other people. But we wrongly associate wealth to arrogance, create a pattern, and start having wealth as well. The same way we hate arrogance.
The next common belief that we have is poverty is good. We try to make poverty as sacred. Deep inside us, we label poverty as a good quality. We feel reverence and respect for poverty. Maybe because you see great saints, they have left everything and they live in a very humble environment. You somehow add sacredness to poverty. If that is what you believe in, how are you going to generate wealth then?
The next common belief is handling wealth is more responsibility. We may feel uncomfortable whether whatever I want, I will not get it. Maybe you come to this conclusion by looking at some wealthy people who did not have any time for themselves.
Now, the next common belief we have is, oh, making money is a sin. In the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji says, create as much wealth as you can, celebrate it, and share it with the world. Wealth consciousness is high creativity and high responsibility. Another wrong belief that sometimes we have is wealthy people work smart, not hard. Don't be too lazy, Swamiji says, to bend your body and mind to realize your dreams. Read the stories of any famous millionaire today. You will see that the wealth does not come from a genie in a bottle. They have worked hard.
Another common belief about wealth is you have to be worthy of it. But actually, wealth serves those who are wealthy in their very consciousness.
Now, for us to manifest wealth, we need to understand the term will persistence. Beautifully, Swamiji says, anything you cognize, you create a certain energy field about your cognition. You attract situations, people, everything around you to make that cognition into reality. All you need is will persistence. And what is will persistence? We always feel like, okay, will persistence means like I have to sit under a tree and I have to give up my food and I have to give up all my desires and I have to do intense tapas and that is will persistence. No. Your decision that you are not going to give up on your intention is will persistence. If your intention is to become a millionaire, today you may be earning $10,000 a month, but your intention is to become a millionaire. You try for a couple of times, you're not able to get a better job, you're not having a promotion, things are not very conducive for you to manifest wealth, and you feel like, okay, I'm going to give up becoming a millionaire. I don't think that's in my destiny. You're blaming it on karma and destiny and whatnot, and you give up your intention that you have. So your decision that you are not going to give up on your intention is will persistence. That is all. Just your decision. If I want this, I will not give up until I achieve this. That decision. Here, Swamiji is not talking about action. Swamiji is not talking about tapas. No. Just your decision not to give up on your intention is will persistence.
Your mental patterns goes on affecting you, but you always tell, I am too busy to repair myself. It is like sitting in a broken car and go on be rotating the handle or pushing and pulling the gears. Do whatever you want. You are not going to move 1 inch. And if somebody says, why don't you repair your broken car? You are not moving. No. I'm too busy. I can't get down now and repair because I'm hurriedly going to some place. That's utter stupidity. That's what we are doing to ourselves. Patterns.
You may be desiring to have wealth, but you may not be perceiving, cognizing it as a possibility. The first and foremost step that we need to do is we need to create an energy field of attracting wealth. So how do we create an energy field of attracting wealth? The secrets of attracting wealth. It was a 2-day workshop. We are now going to see a short clip from this workshop that Swamiji delivered way back in the year 2016. Let's watch this clip.
The deity. And then in Indian village we have